Full disclosure, you should not watch this video. Not unless you're the hardcore, the ride or die, the completionists who suffered through 2 seasons of Star Trek Picard, or who still want a Snyder cut of Age of Ultron or whatever. Because I haven't made a video for this channel going on 7 months. So not only am I rustier than Intel trying to do a process shrink, ever since I got my job at YouTube almost 18 months ago, and yeah, plot twist, the guy who covered Apple as deep as you can cover Apple for over a decade now works at a company owned by Google. But ever since I got a job at YouTube 18 months ago, I haven't really known what to do with this channel. Because before, I kind of just followed the Apple news cycle. Day in, day out, I'd wake up, mainline coffee, check the feeds like Osmandius on I Did It Day, and hit record. While pretty much everyone else on Earth was making sourdough bread, and Julie Nolke kept visiting her past self for 2 years and 400 videos, that's what I was doing. Just time to make the donuts, but the donuts were videos about Apple. I never had to think thrice about a topic. I only had to crawl tech meme like some organic proto chat GPT, and I just knew exactly what video to make. And now I have no fucking idea. I still wake up, I still mainline coffee. I can't do a lot of tech because working for YouTube means I have an unfair amount of privileged knowledge about Google. And Google competes in so much tech, from devices to operating systems to AI, that it doesn't leave much room for much else. And I can't just focus on Apple anymore because I'll inevitably be seen as biased, like a Star Wars stan leaving Last Jedi biased. I know I will. I've made the same videos for the last 5 years, and even though my opinions haven't changed, people in the comments in the last versions from last year started calling me biased, even though everyone is biased or just lying. Because contrary to popular internet groupthink, bias doesn't mean opinion that is even slightly different than my own, any more than free speech means I get to say everything I want and you don't, so shut up. Even though I am so beyond desperate to compete in tech video still, because I think the category writ large has legit gotten staler than a Marvel movie. The types of rumor and review videos that I used to make are pretty much getting a fraction of the views that they used to get. And many are trying to make up for it by becoming exponentially more sensational and thirsty, or going fully sponsored, which inevitably burns the audience, leading to higher thirst, deeper burn, and more plentiful spawn con. Just rinse, fire, integrate, repeat. And of course, there are some merry few, who are trying to inject some freshness, some new life into it through riffs on Jimmy B style spectacles or Ryan Penny series style just hang content. But there's not a lot of innovation going on in tech videos or in tech products. That's the double downward spiral whammy that everyone is trying to deal with right now. See, back when phones were still crossing the chasm and it was all niche products for nerd markets, every release every year was super new and super exciting, and so few people got the gear for reviews, every video felt can't miss. Now, phones are mainstream adopted. New is given almost completely way to improved. And the company seeds so many review samples faster than Netflix raises prices that it results in rocketing supply and crashing demand all at the same time. And I could do a whole entire video on that and what I think is going to happen next, what we could do next. So let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. But I do know for myself, I want to keep making videos and I want to do it on this channel. Not just because that's why I named it Rene Ritchie and not Rene Apple, but because if there's one thing I've always loved even more than tech, it's telling interesting and compelling stories. And I have a lot of stories, a lot of analysis that's literally alien chest bursting inside me just to get out. So I'm not retiring from my main like Tom Scott or Matt Pat or anyone, which, by the way, I think hasn't been covered or reported very rigorously so far, which is maybe something else I'd like to cover here, even though it may perform worse than my AI or Elon videos from the last year, but whatever. Given my schedule, given my interests, and given I think true authenticity is about to make an AI-fueled rebound, Charlie Penguin Z, Ludwig Male Alana Charizard style speed run just back into the main meta, this is what I'm gonna do. Just sit down and have real conversations with all of you. And I get it. I totally get it if that's not what you signed up for. You can unsubscribe like I've been CoffeeZilla or H Bomber Guide or whatever right below the player. But if you are into that, if you are here for that, if you are truly down, you get to help me choose for the video that comes after this one. Just drop it in the comments below or hit me up on social and let me know. Jed Bartlett style. What's next?